Let's hope. So far, nobody's made the jump. We had 11 people watching before I made the jump. And hopefully, y'all can find me. I'm still twerking. Okay. Well, EJ, yeah, you said you were done at. Yeah. Come on in, folks. Pull up a chair. Hopefully, we got a little bit better picture now. Jump. Yes, jumped in. I was just told that it was a pretty bad picture, so I just decided. Hey, all again. Yeah. Hey, American Devil, Poo Ninja. I could pull a better cartoon. it's Hey, Poo Ninja. Fender Guru. Hey, buddy. How are ya? Fender Guru from News joined us. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess is it. This might be a little better time for you, Fender, compared to one. This, by the way, folks, I'm gonna try this day and time, just to see how it goes. Sunday thing, me being a big football fan. Awesome, man. Cool. Big football fan. Sundays at 1 doesn't really work because that's when, of course, all the football games are on. So, yeah, I decided to try Thursdays. Pretty good. I got a fair number of you are around to watch this stream, so that's cool. So we can have a little chat. Um, yeah, so great week. Again, I'd like to thank us and all the new subs. And if you haven't subbed already, please do. Yeah, so everything's been going pretty good. I mentioned I last Sunday I did a little a one set just for hospital here in kids, and apparently they did. It's 10 a.m. in the morning here. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so it works out for you, Fender Guru. Yeah, apparently they raised some money. They did quite well to raise money for the Children's Hospital here in Toronto, so that was cool. It's been a real busy week. This weekend is going to be extremely busy also. I've got two gigs coming up. I've got a gig tomorrow night, about a half an hour away from me, and then I've got a gig on Saturday night also at this place that's just it's crazy. We played there about a month and a half ago, and this place was man. It was I had buddies to trying to get in a seat, and they couldn't get in the door. And it's got nothing to do with us as a band. That's not what I'm saying. It's just a very popular bar, and yeah, it's a crazy night. I mean, there's bouncers throwing people out. Like it's a pretty crazy place. So Saturday night is gonna be it's gonna be fun. The only thing is that gig is a little way down. We play there home till 3:30 in the morning. So, but it's cool. Yeah, Friday night gig is Saturday night gig. So really busy weekend. What's your main amp for gigs? My main amp for gigs, Fender Guru, is right now I'm playing a Marshall head, the 50 watt head, and play that through a Hughes and Kettner. Kettner has got a pair of vintage 30s. So that's set up right now. I don't have a lot of gain on that head, but for gain, I rely on pedals. I also use a pedal board to get most of my sound. We're a classic rock band, and we play quite a variety and a lot of different flavors, so to speak. Okay, cool. We got 10 people watching. We got 3 thumbs up. That's great. Really appreciate you all coming in. That's me. Yeah. What are you, Fender Guru? Are you a gigging player or you a recording? Or you do more mainly recording? Just curious because I haven't really we haven't had a chance to really talk about that sort of thing. So yeah, let me know what you use for gigging, if you're gigging or what you prefer. for recording or even just playing at home with thumbs up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Uh, I play? Okay. Do you gig Fender Guru or do you are you recording? Do you play at home? I just want to know. Just curious what your go-to stuff is. Actually, the amp you can kind of see behind me. It's right. Oh my God, there. Yeah, the amp is right behind me. 12 people watching, 4 thumbs up. That's great. So I just can somebody tell me if the picture is clear or am I pixelated? Because if I'm pixelated, there's no point in showing you anything. But if the picture is clear, then I wanted to show you the guitar that I'm holding, just because it's kind of an interesting instrument here. Okay, we got watching. Oh, as soon as I said that, we dropped to 12. Pixelated. Damn. Pixelated. But it's a nice pixelated. Hey, Guitar Hack. Hey, Arvon, how are you, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so we're now okay, we're bouncing around. I don't know, losing people. I guess we're losing people because my bubbly personality isn't coming through the pixelation. Oh man, yeah. I already restarted this one time before. I don't really want to restart this again. Um, yeah. So if it's all pixelated, then I can't really show you. It's a little better than last time, but still R&B. Rogers and Bell quality. Hey Zach Thong, how are you, man? How you doing? Your boat is too much for that. Yeah, I'm sending the cameras south. God, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know how clearly this is gonna see. I don't know how clearly this is gonna look, but pretty good just playing some guitar. But I'm gonna show you this guitar. Okay. That. Now I don't know with the pixelation how clear this is gonna come out, but this is just kind of a cool. It is a Les Paul, but it's kind of a cool Les Paul. Um, this is a 2005 Les Paul Classic 1960. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with these Les Paul models, but they came out I think they started in the late 90s and into the 2000s. And came with the engraved pickguard on them. And what, I don't know if this will come through again because of the pixelation, but if you notice the fret markers, Paul, I think it is. The fret markers in this have like a snot. They call this snot colored. Right? That's forms, but they have like a very like a green tinge to them. Post a little aged, a 1960 guitar, right? So you got the age up selector there. The older style top hat knobs and so on. The pickguard doesn't look aged and it doesn't say 1960 on it because 60 on it looked kind of cheesy, so I put in a regular pickguard. But these guitars, they came out like I said late 90s. That looks like Rick Vito's. Rick. Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Poo Ninja. Um, Pickguard. Yeah, okay, okay. R2, R3 knows the guitar I'm talking about. But yeah, they came out and it's got Kluson, the old style Klusons on it. Word guys, so my comments will be intermittent. No problem, Fender Guru. Hope you're having a good day at work, buddy. So yeah, they got Klusons on them. So and it's got a 1960s, like a 60s slim profile. It is a classic, but these came out, like I said, in the early 2000s, late 90s, and they were called the Classic 1960. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Dave R. And yeah, so there's a classic on the Trust Rod cover. So what's cool about this particular is I bought this used about a month ago, and the guy that bought this guitar, that had this guitar, he completely modded it. And what he did was he swapped out the pickups. I don't even know what the original pickups were in this, but the reason I bought the guitar is because of the mods that he did. That plus the guitar, just the neck is fantastic on it. Just plays really, really nice. Um, he swapped out the pickups and he put in a set of Sheptone pickups. And Sheptone is I guess a boutique pickup builder, and he makes a bunch of different types of pickups. But one of the ones he makes is something called the Heartbreaker. Okay, and they're like they call them the Jimmy Page Heartbreaker pickups, and so they're supposed to have they're very low output pickups. Um, and what he did was he also rewired the guitar because this guitar being a have any push pull pots or anything like that. But when he redid this guitar, he did it with push pull pots. So what happens is all mobs they did the Jimmy Page wiring. So this guitar actually does the pickup splitting and it does the out of phase thing. Okay, well before, I mean, now that's a common thing, on the guitars that they're putting out now, the classics now, they do that. But this was modded way back to do that, with the Jimmy Page mod they called it, right? So with these pickups being really low output pickups, they're almost, to me, they almost have that P90 thing where like you can hear every note. Like it's not like big and bold or overpowering like a Burstbucker Pro. It's a very laid back pickup. You hear every note, and it's more articulate. So, if you've never heard of Sheptone pickups, I mean, the only exposure I have with them is this Heartbreakers and this guitar, but they're absolutely fantastic. And if you find these 1960 classics, they show up used all the time. And I mean, it's a plain top too. There's no flame on it or anything, right? So, yeah, but they show up all the time, and they're not really that expensive. It's sort of like a hidden treasure. The only issue with these guitars, what people don't land in the same boat, is I'm not crazy about the inlays. That's all supposed to make it look aged. It it doesn't look aged. It's just green inlays. Do not make this look aged. They just make this look bad. So, but apart from that, the instrument itself is fantastic. And as I was mentioning earlier, I've got a Friday night and a Saturday night gig this weekend, and I'll be using this guitar exclusively for both. Hoping I'm still live. If somebody could let me know if I'm still. Also, yeah, if anybody's got anything they want to discuss, any questions about gear, about gigging, um, music, guitars in general, let me know. Fender had a question about what gear I use live. Um, Actually, when we played that charity on in and out. Okay, thanks, Davar. Yep, I can see you. Thanks, Fender Guru. Yeah, if I play a really small place, I'll just take my combo. I've got a Marshall choppy playback. Okay, thanks, Poo Ninja. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this one very long because it doesn't look like the internet's working. Usually I go for like an hour and a bit, but I've been at it about a half an hour. If the internet if I get kicked in and out another again, I think I'm gonna let it go and maybe try via live stream at another time. We need more live gig footage. That's good stuff. Oh, thank you so much, Dave Art. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can edit some that one show that I put on. I think I mentioned that Rebel Charm clip that I put. That's my wife singing lead. I wasn't so no too much. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can edit down that and else from that gig, because that the thing is that sound quality of that show was horrible. I you know, we played the place that we played. I mean, here's another gig story. Dave Byron's got a million of these. Here's another one of mine. When we played that gig, it was in a pretty big spot. That Rebel Charm show, the clip that I put, that was a pretty big hall that we played at, and they had a sound guy with a board. Thanks, Arvon. Really appreciate that, buddy. They had a sound guy on a board, and he mic'd everything, right? And then again, like I had the 212 cab. I was using my this time at that, which is only a thought head, okay. Anyways, I turn it up, and then he started complaining. He goes, "Well, if you turn your amp up anymore, I'm not gonna run you through the PA." So that whole gig, my drummer is pretty loud, and it was an if you see the videos were elevated. Okay, he was about 3.5, 4 feet off the floor, at perfect ear level, right? So I couldn't hear myself, right, on the stage with him playing the. So what happened is I turned up my amp, and then I won't say how it's a you know it's a very rated G channel, so I'm not going to tell you that. But he went off, so I was not going through the PA at all. So all you threaded wheel again. Darn. So all that was going through the PA was the vocals. My guitar was just straight out of the amp. So had I known that, I would have. But the guitar was buried. The sound in those clips is pretty bad. If you guys enjoyed it, then I'll see if I can edit another song together and post it, because that gig, like, I thought we did pretty good. Like, we worked our butts off to do that gig. You know, but that's what happens, right? That sound guys. Fender Guru wasn't subscribed to you to fix that. Yeah, guys, please subscribe to each other, man. That's what this is all about. It's building a community. It's you know, supporting everybody and what they're doing, and their journey to learn how to play and be better musicians and so on, right? Okay, I can see that I'm losing people, which probably, well, on other things, my internet is crapping out. Um, okay, last wheel. A spinning wheel, folks, or am I in? Am I in or am I out? Can anybody that's know if I am connecting, if I'm live or not? Okay, numbers are coming back up. Am I still live? Oh, back down again. Used to get that one from Sound Guys too. Yeah, Arvon, Sound Guys are, and the reason he wanted me really quiet is because he noticed, like, because this was a charity thing that we did. He said, "Well, I noticed there's a few older people here, and I don't want to blow their ears out." Like, what? Did you? And then if you hear how loud the vocals were, I mean, I was nowhere near the high the volume of the vocal. Good and friendly, knowledgeable house sound guys seem to be hard to find. Yeah, Poo Ninja. And then the other thing that same night, my wife brought a cordless mic, and then I mean, I'm not a PA guy, but there's this thing that you attach. It's a Bluetooth thing, and he's looking at it. He goes, "I don't know how to work with this thing." And then the place that we rented it, the guy was looking. I said, "I brought it back. We didn't use it." And she says, "What does it know how to use?" So, anyway, yeah, guys, go ahead and sub to everybody else, man. Let's get put people here. Let's keep it growing. Okay. Can anybody? I asked a little bit earlier. Can anyone looking crappy? Is it still pixelated? Am I still the spinning wheel? Well, If it's still really crappy, I'm gonna maybe cash out a little bit earlier today, and maybe try to do this at another time. Not that it'll make a difference. My internet is sketchy. So if somebody could comment, please let me know if it's spin wheel, if it's pixelated. Okay, if nobody's commenting, then I'm commenting. Then I'm probably not even live. I'm just talking to myself. What's happening? Okay. No comments. Still live. Yeah. uh, Tommy, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, sound people can be funny. Yeah, they can be funny, and often the places we play, there is no sound person. It's usually we bring in our own PA. We're running strictly vocals through the PA, and all the guitars are going out straight. But that's cool because the places aren't that big. There's some lag in a bad sort of way, but you're still there. Okay. You know what, folks? I think I'm gonna call it. Um, I feel just until Ben comes on. Yeah, man, Ben's not on. But what? Is he on an 8 or 9? Anyone heard? Jay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, Johnny Bean was asking about Jay. I realized that you lived in Linus. Yeah, that's a good question, Guru. I haven't heard anything from Jay. Okay, folks, since my internet is crappy today, I'm going to end this. You're rocking from the netherworld. Yeah. All right. All right, I'm catching out, folks. Sorry about the crappy. I'm gonna try to do this maybe another time. But for anybody that's pulled in, um, thanks for the news. And yes, up to everybody else in the chat. Let's keep this going. We get a really good group of people. Let's see it all grow. So everybody, and I'm gonna try to do these regularly. Peace and love from New Zealand. Thank you. Yeah, peace, brother. Um, Dude, you rock. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it, buddy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do these every Thursday, and hopefully, I'll have a little bit, a little bit better internet when I do it. I might pop in on Sunday. I might do something quick on Sunday if you folks are around. All right. Anyways, thanks so much, everybody. Cheers. Have a great rest of the week. Watch Ben Coombs' show. I believe it's at 8 o'clock. And which use Ben Coombs around 9:30. He's got some guests on tonight. So he's got some great YouTubers on there. Check out EJ. Subscribe to EJ if you haven't. Subscribe to Ben Coombs if you haven't. Subscribe to everybody if you haven't. And let's